Lucic, the tip pass to Krejci. It's a 2-on-1 with Horton against Gardner. The shot save, rebound, saved by Marner. And
Toronto will end up with a power play.
Van Riemsdyk, point shot side of the ice. Chara, he's Kessel. They both go down in the corner. Lyles, the drive, trickles past the post. Grabowski. Boychuk there, wires it into the zone. Let's go Bruins. The chant from the crowd. The puck pops up to the circle. MacArthur gloves it down. Lucic lines up Franzen, and he backs away from the puck. Franzen hoists it up and not out. Horton to Lucic. Lucic takes the hit. Franzen seals him off. Franzen through the legs, gives it away to Bartkowski. He scores! Matt Bartkowski makes it 1-0 Boston. Lucic's influence helps Franzen have a vapor lock.
Well, so many things I like about this goal. It's the forecheck. Toronto has possession. They try to go D-to-D behind the net. When that doesn't connect, Lucic comes in looking for the big hit. Franzen avoids the body contact. Now they think they're okay because Franzen gets the puck again. But because of the threat of the big hit, the pressure you put on defense by Lucic with his straight-ahead speed and his willingness to take the body, creates the turnover. Bartkowski's in a good position, and before that, Jack, was Horton rotating out to that left point. Kept the play in the offensive zone, and then David Krejci gets to the front of the net on the wrist shot by Bartkowski.
The Garden delirious. Phaneuf gives it away at his own line to Yager. Puck management a huge factor. Brick's been talking about it for a week. The leather lungs have brought him tonight. They are making a ton of noise at TD Garden. Matt Fratton into the center circle. Chara with the radar sweep. Lupul gets past. He goes in and a save by Rask. Tuukka Rask with a marvelous right leg save. The Bruins are going to be penalized here.
It's going to be Chara.
Van Riemsdyk back of the goal. Lupul in the corner. Back to Kessel. Has put up at the point. The one-timer saved by Rask. Rebound. Backed away. It scores! Cody Franzen wraps home the rebound from the crease with 6 seconds to go on the power play. And they're going nuts in Maple Leaf Square.
Well, the Bruins just could not corral this puck after the initial stop by Rask. The good hard one-timer from Kessel to Phaneuf gets knocked down in front. Van Riemsdyk keeps it alive. Hamilton can't locate it. McQuaid can't find it or can't get to it.
Takes a hit from Fratton. Lupul picks up the puck in the corner. Joffrey Lupul lifts it out to the blue line. Horton gets knocked into the neutral zone by Colborne, and here comes Lupul working against Bartkowski, who mashes him on the boards. Puck loose. Here's Colborne, the shot saved by Rask. Just couldn't connect with Jaromir Jagr. The siren sounds. 20. Let's go Bruins, the chant from the TD Garden crowd. Zdeno Chara. Oh! Kadri, or rather Kuhlman came over, and Chara just ran him over in front of the penalty box. MacArthur throws the puck in deep. Grabowski after it. Hamilton takes his legs out from under him. MacArthur snaps it to Franzen. His drive scores! Cody Franzen through a wicked screen. He has his second of the game, and it's 2-1 Toronto.
Now, pretty nice play. Again, the quickness of the forwards for the Toronto Maple Leafs, able to get to this puck first. Grabowski, he gets taken out, but MacArthur's there for support. That back diagonal and all kinds of bodies in front of Rask, most notably Zdeno Chara. And if you don't get the shot block, things like this will happen. Real good quick ups by the Leafs. Created a quick 3-on-2.
Bartkowski tries to poke it out of the zone. Franzen keeps it in. MacArthur to Gardner. Glove saved by Rask. Grabowski flies up Hamilton's side. Hamilton puts the bump on him and knocks him off his skates. Krejci patient to find the seam. Grabowski slow to get up. Lucic take the tape to Horton. Horton for Lucic. Had to fight off Phaneuf for his return. Chara. Phaneuf back of the goal. Knocked down after a confrontation with Lucic, and Lucic banging with Phaneuf. They continue to shove at each other, and now Lucic is going to go all by himself. Dan O'Halloran sends Milan Lucic off.
Now a little give and go coming through. Lucic looking for the return pass. Phaneuf did a nice job lifting his stick on his net drive.
Scales it forward. Marchand was waiting at the attacking line. Down goes Reimer. Marchand might have clipped him on the way through. Bergeron tears his stick loose from Franzen. Franzen tries to keep him in. Paille's shot zips wide. Lyles draws Keller. Lupul at the half boards, looks for a seam. It's back to 5-on-5. Kessel to Lupul. Saved by Rask. Lupul goes right over the top, and Rask gets the waffle on him twice. Tuukka Rask more than a little upset that he had his mask removed forcibly.
Toronto Maple Leafs create that 2-on-1 on the overload side. Lupul tries that short side jam and try to get your own rebound. The minute you feel pressure, Jack, from behind, like Boychuk does right there on Lupul, we saw it by Van Riemsdyk the other night.
Bergeron and Colborne on the faceoff. Marchand tries to come right through, and he goes down over a stick. What is the threshold tonight? Hamilton, slap pass to Krejci. Marchand gets knocked down in front. Krejci swivels to Hamilton, who makes a nice play, then goes indirect to Krejci in the final 20 seconds of the period. Thornton to Krejci. Krejci to Hamilton, tees it up. The wrist shot, Pullman with the block. 6 seconds to go in the period. Krejci low for Horton, looking for Lucic, but the pass gets deflected. Beverly to Krejci out high, but the period expires. And it'll go to the third. Toronto leading Game 7, 2-1. Krejci returns to Boychuk. Zdeno Chara. They play, oh, here's a giveaway. Grabowski, what a save by Rask. Still loose in front. And Rask has to paddle it to the corner with Kessel on his doorstep. A potential game-clinching sequence there from Toronto. Bartkowski flying through the neutral zone. The Boston defenseman gives to Krejci. Krejci in front. The jam play from Seguin. Kadri ahead to Van Riemsdyk. Wing to wing to Kessel. He can't knock down the pass. Gives way to Lucic. Van Riemsdyk swoops through and takes it. He comes off the half boards. The shot. Saved by Rask. Rebound hit the post. Kessel scores. Phil's biggest thrill. He makes it 3-1 Toronto. And the Leafs are in command in Game 7.
Well, once again, the speed of the Leafs. Getting to loose pucks in the offensive zone because of the rush up ice by Bartkowski. Now Lucic's first back. Kessel's going to bail out. Allow Lucic to get there first, but then here comes Van Riemsdyk. Who's in coverage? Seguin has an opportunity to go at him and close. He just kind of backs off and plays center field. A high shot against Rask. That creates the rebound. The Bruins just get caught watching the paint dry. And there's Kessel.
Thornton and Pullman out of the corner. Thornton turns it toward goal. Campbell tries to poke it in front and does. Thornton's shot knocked down. It never got through. Gardner to Kadri. It's 2-on-1 against McQuaid. Kessel closes. Kick save. Rask rebound. Scores. Nazem Kadri. And the Leafs are running the Bruins out of their own building. It's 4-1 in the third period of Game 7.
Now Chara on the pinch down, trying to create some offense for Boston. They were trailing by 2 on this shift. But the Leafs do a good job, keep things to the perimeter. Kadri with a nice pass to Kessel. What a great shot by Kessel. You see this drill in practice just about every day. 2-on-1s. If you don't have a shot that you like, short side, high, up over the glove, where you like to go, perhaps, and you know Kadri's coming in looking for a rebound opportunity. You fire that puck about 6 inches off the ice, low to the stick side. Rask makes the stop, but it delivers the rebound. A shot with a purpose by Kessel on the 2-on-1, and Kadri with the follow-up finish.
The Toronto Maple Leafs, unless they suffer a colossal collapse, are going to eliminate the Boston Bruins. 14 minutes is a lot of hockey, but Boston is going to have to score as many goals in that stretch of time as it has in the last 3 games. Krejci, the serpentine route through the neutral zone. Lucic charges down the left wing, throws it right in front. Horton scores! 10:42 to go. Power drive by Milan Lucic to set up Nathan Horton.
Well, this line certainly has carried the majority of the offense for the Bruins in this series. A nice play by David Krejci through center ice. Hang on to it just long enough to draw some people to you. Hit Lucic in stride with speed to the outside. And even though the Leafs have players back, Horton's able to find a seam away from Kuhlman.
Back to the blue line, but not out. Barkowski hesitates, closes. The wrist shot tipped by Seguin. Right in front, behind Reimer, past the post. And Chara could not find it. Barkowski to Krejci. He rushes toward Phaneuf, comes cross ice. McCarthy just got a piece of the puck. Lucic hits Gunnarsson, and he goes into the boards hard. Zdeno Chara. Patrice Bergeron kicks it over the line onside. Chara in the middle, runs into the check. Hamilton. Here's a break for Flatton, a highly skilled scorer. He dekes, and he misses wide on the backhand. Less than 2.5. Barkowski to Kelly, off of Peverley. Van Riemsdyk trying to extend. Boychuk gets body position and throws it to the opposite corner. Van Riemsdyk tries to staple in Barkowski and then just one-hands it for Grabowski. Boychuk levels Grabowski. Krejci shields the puck. Lugs it over the spoke B. Tosses it ahead of Horton. Rask has gone to the Boston bench. The Bruins pull the goal with 2 minutes to go. Down 2 goals. Jake Gardner comes around the goal, brings it forward to Clark MacArthur. He taps it in deep. Grabowski in pursuit against Chara. Lucic gets it around Kuhlman. Krejci to Lucic against Phaneuf. The self-pass. Lucic unloads on Gunnarsson, takes a hit from Phaneuf. Horton saucers the backhand to Chara. Chara's drive, saved by Reimer. Bergeron to Chara, the one-timer, save, rebound, Lucic scores! 1:22 to go.
Another rebound. This time Lucic in position to get it with the goaltender pulled, the extra player. You can post somebody up right in the slot and still have 5 guys. Heads up play by David Krejci to find Bergeron to set up the one-timer for Chara. And there's Lucic. An absolute horse here in the 3rd period. Reimer trying to get to that rebound, actually pushes it right back to Lucic. And the Bruins are within 1. Boston will use their timeout. 1:22 to go in regulation. This is a young, inexperienced playoff team, the Toronto Maple Leafs. And there's a seed, or maybe something even larger than that, of doubt right now. A minute 22 is a long time.
Bergeron wins the draw against McLellan. Horton touches it back to Chara. David Krejci takes it and turns the corner in a hurry with 1:15 to go in the season. Rask to the Boston bench. The net is empty once again. Chara in the corner. Lucic battles McLellan. Chara fires it around. Yager waiting on the near side. Backhands it in deep. Horton low for Lucic, who rattles Phaneuf with another hit. Horton next to the post. Lucic trying to lug it through the corner. Back to Yager. Over to Bergeron. Down to the circle to Krejci. 53 seconds to go. Bergeron shots. Goal! Patrice Bergeron ties it. Hearts of Lions. They come from 3 down in the final 11 minutes to tie Game 7.
The will to win has got to be there. You don't want your season to end. You don't want to end it at home. And the Bruins do a terrific job again with the goaltender pulled. No panic in their game. How many goals have the Bruins scored in this series on shots generated from the blue line? A good hard snapshot by Patrice Bergeron. Chara with the assignment to get in on the forecheck and get to the front of the net. Be a big screen. Do not let Reimer have the opportunity to track the puck. But with Jágr on one side, Krejci on the other, and Bergeron working the blue line, Jágr in front of the net. It's a pretty good formula if you make good decisions with the puck and get pucks to the goal.
Souvenir towels floating down all over the ice. Delirium at TD Garden. Fans are going to get warned here that the Bruins will get a delay of game penalty.
To the ice is strictly prohibited. Violators are subject to arrest and prosecution. We thank you for your cooperation.
Not too many people gave a whole lot of hope to the Boston Bruins, who had struggled for offense, down 3 goals with 11 minutes to go. But they have found the elusive other gear.
And a big nod to Milan Lucic, Jack. Here in the third period, his determination, no quitting his game. The big fella's been that straight-ahead speed, getting in on the forecheck, carrying pucks wide, making plays, getting to the front of the net. I mean, this is a good battle. Lift of the stick, get the puck to Jágr. That's a big play right there. And he's not going to figure it on the goal. You know, this will be Bergeron's goal in all probability. But Lucic kept the play alive with a lift of the stick when the puck was a 50-50. He's been immense here in the third period. Got the lead to 4-3 with a rebound goal. Set up Horton to make it 4-2. And then on the ice at the critical time to get the tire.
2 goals with the goalie pulled in a 7th game. It's de facto sudden death now. Deafening at TD Garden. Boychuk around the boards. Kuhlman intercepts. Reverses past Lupul. Boychuk hops on it. Sizzles it up the wing. Marchand on it in a race with Phaneuf. Phaneuf gets the touch with 27 seconds to go. The face-off in the Boston end of the ice.
And don't forget, Fratton had a breakaway. Going to reestablish a 2-goal lead. Rask was able to deny him.
Boychuk locks up Kessel. Peverley trickles it around to Chara, who's well over 30 minutes of ice time in the game. Marchand barrels down the left wing, fires in a Reimer, juicy rebound. Peverley, loose puck, couldn't get to it. 10 seconds to go. Reimer has been a rebound-making machine. And the Bruins could not get that one with 10 seconds left. It'll go to sudden death overtime in Game 7. Van Riemsdyk, Kessel behind the Boston goal. Kadri, the one-time Lupul stick, saved by Rask. Lupul back to the goal. Lupul to the backhand, saved by Rask. The puck goes loose below the circle. Boychuk and Bartkowski. Jágr to Boychuk, saved by Reimer, and there's no rebound. And Phaneuf just falls flat on top of Bergeron. Phaneuf runs into Bergeron's check with Chara and Hamilton. The deep pair. Beverly. Hamilton hard around into the zone. Kelly pops it in deep. Colborne under pressure from Beverly. Beverly bounces off. Seguin steals the puck. Seguin shot saved by Reimer. No rebound. Jake Gardiner. Cody Franzen loops it into Boychuk's corner. The tap to McQuaid. Van Riemsdyk seals it off along the boards. McQuaid squirts it back to the near side. Boychuk takes the hit from Kadri to send it through the neutral zone. Gardner back up in front of the penalty bench. Lucic gloves the puck down. A little wiggle of a move to gain the zone. Finds Horton. Horton's drive gets deflected wide. Krejci catches it on the backhand. Gives it to Horton coming out of the corner. Horton to Chara. Quickly to Krejci on the half boards. He tosses the backhand to Lucic in deep against Gardner. Gardner loses his stick. Lucic turns to the hash marks, fires off Gardner's skate after Gardner had recovered the stick. Horton spins Gardner around. Franzen's there, hard off the boards. Chara pinches up against Kessel, and Hamilton recovers the puck. Dougie Hamilton finds Bergeron over the line. Bergeron going past the goal. Seguin sets up in front. Now Seguin at the post on the cycles. Right off of Reimer. A stick save. Boychuk's drive. Rattles around in front. Marchand to Bergeron. The drive save. Rebound is loose. Seguin kicks it loose. Bergeron scores! Patrice Bergeron with the point of the dagger in their throats. They rip it out of Toronto's hands and kill the beast. The Boston Bruins have won it after being 3 down in the third.
Big-time players make big-time plays, and Patrice Bergeron tied the game late in regulation, and he wins it here in overtime. That line of his, much maligned throughout this series for their lack of production. Marchand and Seguin in particular, not so much Bergeron. And Bergeron had the answer tonight when the Bruins needed him most.
It may not have been their finest hour, but for 16 minutes and 47 seconds, 4 unanswered goals will live in Boston Bruins history forever. I doubt we'll ever see the likes of this again, Brick.
And you wanted this game to end early in overtime, Jack. Reason being the doubt that was planted in the Toronto Maple Leafs with the Bruins scoring a pair of goals with their goaltender pulled, plus the fact of the 3 games in 4 nights, not friendly to Boston this year, whether you take into account regular season statistics or not. And no Ference, no Redden. More importantly, no Seidenberg tonight. You got Hamilton playing minutes, Bartkowski playing minutes back there for you. You had some right-handed shots playing the offside on the defensive side. Something that generally doesn't work well with this group. So you wanted this thing to end as early as possible in overtime. And Bergeron is able to send the Bruins on to the next round.
Before every Game 7, people always say, well, what do you think? What do you think? And there were hundreds of thousands of predictions around New England and Ontario today. Nobody picked it this way. Bergeron from Seguin and Marchand. Zdeno Chara is at ice level with Nauko Furlayama.
to us. Being down 4-1, it wasn't easy, especially on the mental part of our bodies. But no, we kept it positive and saying, let's get the next one, and after that, the next one. And before we knew, we were able to tie the game, and we carried that momentum into the overtime.
What was the talk like in the room at overtime, before overtime? What was the talk like in the room going into overtime?
Not much. I mean, we were trying to get rest, and obviously we were just focusing on the next 20 minutes, what we have to do to be successful.
Is it safe to say experience finally paid off in this one, Game 7?
Maybe a little bit. We knew it's never over till it's over. You know, we kept going till the end, and paid off.
Pretty incredible feeling to stand here and know you're moving on to the next round.
Yeah, I mean, that's you know, the greatest part of playoffs. You know, you never know what can make you go to the next round, and after that, we'll see. So right now, we're gonna enjoy the win and get ready for the next opponent.
Congratulations on the win tonight. Thank you, Zdeno. Jack?
Nalco, thank you. Tickets for round 2. The Eastern Conference semifinals against the New York Rangers, who were 4-0 winners against the Washington Caps tonight, will go on sale 45 minutes after the conclusion of the game. Brick, this is the end of our play-by-play rights, but who has more fun than us at the end?
And what a way to go out, I'll tell you. I mean, just a nice rotation. This line back together here in overtime. Jágr had played a lot on the right side with Bergeron tonight, but it's Seguin and his young legs out there with the young legs of Marchand. They get the cycle game going. They open up that slot area in a good triangle. Good battle by Seguin to try to keep this play alive. The Leafs hand the puck right back to Bergeron, and he did not miss.
Marchand and Seguin at the receiving end of a great deal of due criticism in this series. But when it counted the most, the other gear you've been talking about since January finally showed up in the transmission.
Yeah, and you know, just what an effort by Milan Lucic, David Krejci, Nathan Horton. That line was immense in this series, and it allowed some time. I mean, it's late in the series, but enough time for the Bergeron line to have an effect, have an impact, and it comes at the perfect time. But Patrice Bergeron, you know, there's just, is there a better professional in the National Hockey League? I don't think so.
Let's hear from him with Nalco.
Third time is a charm. You guys finally closed this thing out. Patrice, what did it take tonight?
Well, I think it was a great team effort. Obviously, we didn't get the way we wanted it in the second period, and obviously in the third. But at the end, when we found a way, we found our legs, we found the energy, and we got the goals that we needed to come out on top and move on to the second round.
We know you're a clutch player. Take us through your goal.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great play by our line. You know, it was nice to see that and moving our feet, moving the puck, and finally getting a bounce. And you know, I knew the puck was probably going to bounce on that back door, and because it did that a couple times in the series, and finally I got lucky, got right on my stick, so I had to put it in.
You create your own luck. Congratulations on the win here today. Thank you, Patrice.
All right, thank you, guys.
Jack?
Nalco, thank you. We will go for quite a while on our post-game show. Dale Arnold is the party master downstairs. Dale, they bared their souls, they bared their hearts, and Toronto poked the bear and didn't get away with it.
Jack, someday your neighbor is going to tell you that he was one of the 952,000 people who were here tonight to see the comeback. A young lady who played hockey at UMass just tweeted, "I wonder if I'll be this happy on my wedding day." I'm not a sadist, but this is the shot I wanted to see. Maple Leaf Square, a little subdued at the end of the game as they've seen their Toronto Maple Leafs fall apart completely in the third period. Up 4-1, they gave up the 3-goal lead. Whoops, folks are a little upset as Patrice Bergeron provided the game winner. We've got lots more post-game coverage coming up right after this.